Well, imagine spending more than an hour trapped inside of a closed classroom with a heavily armed gunman right there beside you. That was the reality for 33 students and 3 teachers at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde back in May of 2022. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland here today outlined the response failures in a new report from the Department of Justice. May 24th, 2022. Uvalde District Police arrive at Robb Elementary within 3 minutes of a gunman's arrival, but they did nothing.
This lack of a command structure, exacerbated by communication difficulties, contributed to confusion among responders about who was in charge and how they could help.
19 students and 2 teachers died at the hands of the 18-year-old gunman. The delayed response going against the active shooter standard established more than 20 years ago after the mass shooting at Columbine High School.
It is now widely understood by law enforcement agencies across the country that in active shooter incidents, time is not on the side of law enforcement. Every second counts. And the priority of law enforcement must be to immediately enter the room and stop the shooter with whatever weapons and tools officers have with them.
Hard to imagine anything worse than the failure to act, but the lack of communication led to even more confusion, adding to families' devastation.
Surviving victims, some with bullet wounds and other injuries, were put on buses without being brought to the attention of medics. Some families were told that their family members had survived when they had not.
Attorney General Merrick Garland vowing to keep this from happening again.
Policing is a noble profession. It is also a hard one. It requires training and constant education about evolving threats. We stand ready to help communities and agencies prepared to respond to a terrible incident like the one that occurred here.
Images just as shocking today as it was back on that day when this all happened. Well, the city of Uvalde issued a statement saying, quote, it has already implemented changes in leadership, new personnel, new training, and new equipment, and has enlisted an independent investigator to conduct a thorough, objective, and credible review of the city's law enforcement response. They hope to have that probe finished here this month, and you can find the complete DOJ report on fox26houston.com.